Hi, it's Mark DeTomaso. Almost 5 years later, about 5 years ago, I made a course on caregiving. I've been taking care of my mother for the past 5 years. Uh, and at some point during these past 5 years, I made my first attempt at a caregiver's survival course and gave insights into how to decide whether or not you want to take care of a parent uh, in the last years of their life at home, or if you should elect a nursing home. So at the time, I had my senses and the experiences that I've been through. But in the 5 years since, I have a whole lot of more knowledge about the process, about being in nursing homes, about the emotional stress, the emotional challenges of the patient, and me as her caregiver. And for 5 years now, I've been her only caregiver day to day for 7 years. So, in addition to my 18-year uh, career as a massage therapist, for the past 8 years on and off, 9 years maybe, I've been taking care of mom. And for the past 5.5 years, I've been taking care of her 24/7, thinking that she only had months to live now for 5.5 years. So we defied all the expectations, all the experts, and I've got a lot to offer as far as practical experience, emotional advice for anybody taking care of a parent or a loved one or just a patient. You grow very close and you internalize their pain with your own. As a good caregiver, you build resilience for yourself and for your patient, and life can have an abundance of rich meaning. And in these last years, mom and I have grown even closer than we were our entire lives. And I can't get into all of that right now. Um, I wanted to give you a background on where we were as far as me caring for her for the past 5 years, her uh, generating a will to live and the healing response that is a result of that will to live, focusing on the right things and nurturing the heart. She is a wonder, a medical wonder, a spiritual wonder, and a trooper and inspiration in many, many ways. So, in any way that I could help describe her psychology and the things that I've done, the things that I've learned to help anybody caring for a loved one, I will be offering those pearls of wisdom at some further point in separate videos. For right now, with that background and that context, I want to let my audience know that we are in the final end stages of life. We have a vow hospice coming in and taking care of her. Mom has always wanted to die at home, and it looks as though we are down to days, if not hours. With and but I've felt this way before. It's never been officially recognized that her heart is slowing down and she's running out of energy, and I know that she is, and we're getting down to it. It God willing, maybe it'll be another couple weeks. I don't know. It's such a mysterious wonder how she responds under conditions that literally made the nurses' jaws drop when they measured her heart rate at 31 beats per minute. And she's experiencing atrial fibrillations. That heart rate can spike up to 130 beats per minute within that same minute, monitoring her. So she's all over the place. It increases the risk of stroke. And it really brought home the emotions of letting go and accepting that my mom is dying. And when that first wave of emotion hit, well, recently, when that wave of emotion hit, when the nurse put it in such stark terms, I felt it again, and I felt all the loneliness that we shy away from by not talking about the subject and by not understanding what we're in for once that happened. We can prepare for the impact of a loved one dying when it happens. Well, we're about to see how it affects me. But the purpose of what I'm hoping to share with you in future videos is that I've realized that every day is a gift from God, an extra bonus day, and I've learned to moderate my behavior and my response to the stress of taking care of her, to make it more comfortable and more rewarding for Mom. And as a result, it's been more rewarding for me as a human being, as a parent, as a child, and knowing that I could comfort her when she's going through such trying times. I mean, my mother has always been a fantastic communicator. She also happens to be a psychotherapist by trade with a 40-year career, and a New Yorker by birth, and very talkative, a New York, New Jersey girl. So she loves to talk, and she loves to examine, and she's still as curious as can be. She's an inspiration in a million ways, for longevity and for dying with a smile on your face and love in your eyes. And hopefully the purpose of having those many discussions is to build that strength in myself, knowing that I gave every ounce of energy to making her comfortable and feeling cherished, appreciated, and I enumerate all the wonderful gifts she has as a mother, as a person, as a wife, and as just a human being who always had a kind word to say towards somebody else and never disparaged another human being. She's part of that old generation that carried with it much grace, and we're going to miss it terribly. We miss it today, reflected in our politics and in much of the way that we raise our children on the collective level. There's a lot of angst in this world, and a lot of parents who are indifferent or who didn't take the responsibility that I was lucky enough that my mother did take that responsibility. When her family was going through crisis, she dropped what she was doing as an artist, a business person, and went and got her master's degree in clinical social work, tended to her family, and has approached life with a reverence that I feel, and I feel blessed that she's passed on to me, and I've embraced it with every ounce of character, with every ounce of conscious awareness that I could muster. And having been through what I've been through in the past 10 years, in my whole life actually, which I'll also hit on in later videos. But for now, let's keep the focus on cherishing our loved ones while we have the chance, because once they're gone, we're left with reflecting on how we treated them. And my intention is to help myself reach that level that I could go forward strong on the other end of this journey and impart the knowledge that I've gained in the past 5-10 years, caregiving for Mom at various stages, and as a life coach, many other areas that I will get into at some future point. But for now, let this be an introduction of what it's like to be a caregiver, the Caregiver Survival Course, elderly caregiving at home. 5 years of experience living the real deal. Mom is in a beautiful place. She may not awaken from her nap this afternoon, and the next video I make will probably be when I could collect myself after she does pass, to follow up on my strategy of leaving it all on the table in every way that we can while we have the chance. Love the ones that mean the most to you, and cherish each other. God bless.